This is Jamie with Starry Constellation magazine. This is such a funny and sweet and full of heart film. Was there something about Hunter or maybe Spencer Cohen's script that drew you to be a part of this?
Yeah, I right away just reading the character description and some of my audition lines, I could tell right away the kind of energy and innocence and comedic energy that needed to be a part of this, and it got me really excited because I felt like I could tell right away what was needed, and then connecting with Spencer and reading the script, he and I just we clicked instantly, and we realized that we had all the same favorite movies and we loved the same comedies. So when I got to set, I automatically knew exactly what Spencer was going for. So I was really excited to get started.
I love the friendship, the refound friendship, I should say,
Yeah.
between Javi and Hunter. Talk about working with Raphael to flesh out this friendship.
Yeah, Roth is the best. I seriously owe everything to him for just how open of a scene partner and a friend he was. You know, we connected very, very fast. We first met on FaceTime, and then when I got to Boston, we spent an entire day walking around the city together, just getting to know each other. And he just presented himself with just such class, and he gave me so much grace to ask him questions about his experience. And, he was so open to teaching me. And I was going through my own life growth experience, just like Hunter was throughout this experience. So, yeah, it all started with my connection with Rolf, like right away.
Okay, so did Raphael really determine you were a shrimp, or is there, or would Dennis fall into a different category?
Yes, no, I think the script was perfect. I think that's exactly probably where I land. Definitely not a bear, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's right. That's all I know as well. Or a twink at this
Good
point. But
call, good call.
but there is such great comedic timing to all of this, and there's these wonderful comedic beats as well. Do you have a background in comedy, or have you worked to sort of hone this comedic ability?
Yeah, definitely. I studied at the UCB improv school for, gosh, I don't even know how long, like 10 years or something like that. I was doing improv classes in and out of that place, Groundlings. I think I just naturally lean towards more of a comedic energy. I love to present a lot of fun and lightness in my friend group. I love telling stories, so I've kind of always leaned towards that. So I think a lot of it is just t timing and just instincts. I really appreciate you saying that because I worked really hard on it. So,
It
but again,
shows.
a lot of it is the script. The writing does pretty much all the work.
Speaking of the script, how precious was Spencer when it came to improv and moments of levity like that?
Yeah, Spencer, he created such a collaborative environment. If I wasn't feeling right about something, or if we would get the line right the first time, and then he's like, "Hey, man, just do whatever you want." I think once we got on the same page when we first started, he knew that he could trust me to take the scene wherever it needed to be. So he gave us a lot of room for play, and all the actors had a really good time just experimenting on set with that, with their lines.
Well, the bar scene is sort of my favorite. There's so many special moments to the movie that are standout. What were some of your favorites to film?
Yeah, that bar scene, that was a blast. We had the locals come in, and, the people that usually go to that bar got to come in and be extras. And we were just dancing all night, just having so much fun. And that was actually the scene I did my audition for. So it just it kind of felt like a real serendipitous moment, like because I knew exactly how I could picture it in my head how it was going to go. So that scene was great, and then the baseball scene in the beginning of the film was very short, but spending the day playing baseball just was a blast. So I had a lot of really good times in that set.
There are just exceptional messages and moments throughout the film, as I've said, and I know that Raphael and you have sort of created this special on-screen bond, as well as it sounds like off-screen. How did you all shake off a long day of being on set?
Oh boy, yeah. A long day on set. We would go to I remember one of the days we got off, I would be because I would drive him home after set, so that was another thing. We would just go get a bite to eat, or we would go down into town at Harvard Square and get a drink at a bar, or honestly just go to sleep because some of those days ended kind of late. So it was just like, all right, everyone, like everyone just relax, let's get some sleep. Um, yeah, or we talk on the phone afterwards, kind of decompress out on the ride home. Just like, man, we're really doing something special. I remember a couple of drive homes with him just being like, man, we're so lucky that we get to do this.
I mean, every day must have been so special for you. Are you going to start sharing some maybe behind the scenes photos or videos you took?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. I have a full Rolodex of like hundreds of photos from just being on.
Blackmail, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a group chat of all the producers and crew members, a shared photo album. So it was every day you'd wake up, you'd have a whole new list of all of everyone's BTS photos. So yeah, it was really special. It was like a catalog of like one big summer camp. It was great.
What did you then personally take away from your time working on the Compatriots?
Well, there's a few things because I feel like Hunter and I had a very similar experience. I went into this with not a lot of knowledge on an undocumented citizen's experience and just really what the ins and outs of that were. So I was learning like Hunter was in real time. And for me, the biggest takeaway was one, just having more compassion and more empathy towards really everyone in life because you just don't know what someone's experience is. So for me, it's just taught me a lot more about patience and just giving people the space to, be themselves and, that not everyone's going to be where you came from and that's okay. But, we're all equal and we all deserve the same respect.
Is that what you also hope then lingers with audiences that watch this movie? Maybe not just sympathy, but open your mind a little bit, open your heart to these people who may not be in a position that they put themselves in.
100%. That's the biggest takeaway. I think we all just need to slow down, have some more passion, and have some more compassion, some more patience because there's so much, this isn't black and white. And, you listen to what's on the news or what's on social media or stereotypical phrases, and that's not truth. You've never spoken to an individual that's gone through this. Saying someone is illegal it's incorrect. That's dehumanizing. No one person is illegal. They may be undocumented, but it doesn't make them illegal or less than you. And that's just a phrase that's just thrown out there carelessly and words matter. So I think after watching this film, I want people to actually take a second to think about the words that they say.
It's such a beautiful film, start to finish. As I said, it's funny, but there's so much heart to it as well. And both you and Raphael should be so proud of the work you put into this movie. I think it's going to touch so many more viewers.
Thank you. That really means a lot. We were very, very humbled going through it. Everyone brought their best self to it every day, whether the actors or the crew members, and I think it really shows through the final product.